What's up, vlog? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be working on the Z again. So I've had this problem since I bought the Z where like when I press the throttle all the way down, engine just cuts, car just shuts off. I've been trying to figure out this problem literally since I got the car. I've literally replaced so many things: fuel pressure regulator, fuel injectors, fuel pump, so now knock sensor, but I didn't replace the knock sensor harness. And when I put my OBD reader in, it says knock sensor. So we're gonna try that today. Alright, so first we're gonna be replacing the knock sensor harness. So for that, we're gonna need to take apart the intake manifold. You're gonna wanna remove the bar and the air intake, and then we can start loosening all these little screws here, which I believe should be a 10 millimeter. Guys, so it is a 10 millimeter. You're gonna go ahead and loosen all of these screws here. So we'll just finished unscrewing all these little bolts. Now we're gonna take off all the holes that are, like, I already took off one, but we have to disconnect some things, so we're gonna do that now. Basically, once you unscrew all these nuts, you want to just disconnect some of the hoses that connect to here. So you're going to want to take those out, some of the wiring as well, so that we can open this up. Alrighty, so now we're going to loosen these screws here, and you're going to use a 10 millimeter. For this. Now that we have taken this piece out here, there's screws right back here that we gotta take out, and then we can take this piece out. Alright guys, so now that we have that taken out, it's time to disconnect the fuel injectors. Then we gotta take this piece out, and the knock sensor is gonna be right at the bottom. So to ensure nothing falls into these little holes here, I always like to put a sock or like a towel you can put. I'm just using some red shop towels in the middle. Or we got this pipe holding it up for us, so we don't really have to take out the fuel injectors, but that's the knock sensor right there, and this is the knock sensor harness, which we will be replacing. What we're doing right now is this harness, this knock sensor harness, it leads over here. So we're going from under the car to try and disconnect it. Alrighty, so this little blue wire there, that's the other side of the knock sensor harness. So there's a 10 millimeter bolt that I need to unscrew. It's kind of hard to show you guys, but it's right around there. Low-key mission, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But so now that we have this knock sensor in, let me show you guys. All right, so you see that blue plug? That is part of the knock sensor. So there is a 10 millimeter now that we just screw in. I have it in place. It's right there, right next to it to the left. So I'm gonna be screwing that in now. This is so hard for no reason. What a mission, guys. That really stressed me out and gave me a headache. But now we get to put everything back, so let's go. I installed the new throttle body, and I also put back the intake manifolds. For the throttle body, it's honestly pretty self-explanatory. Just take off this part, and then you're gonna want to kind of just plug and play. It's fairly simple. So now what I'm gonna do is the throttle reset, and then we're gonna go for a test drive. Okay. Oh my god, I'm dirty. I did the throttle body relearn procedure, so now is the moment of truth. I am gonna go for a test drive and try to fully accelerate. I have never been able to do that in this car, so if I'm gonna be able to do that, I'm gonna be really happy. Guys, I forgot to record, but I think it worked. My car literally feels fast. Like, I'm not even trying to gaslight myself. Like, my car feels faster. Ooh. Did you hear that double downshift? Bro, this is the most fun I ever had driving this car. It used to be so slow. Now it's got a little pep to its step. If you guys enjoyed this type of content and video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. See you guys later.